Numbers, guys. Numbers. Do you see any charts? Alright, so if you watched the last video, the weekend backtesting on the 1 hour and the 30-minute charts, you can see we had quite a productive presentation there. We're going to do the exact same thing now on the 1 minute chart, and we're going to try to test ourselves. So we're going to go all the way back to the very beginning of where we can see, and we're going to start from there, and we'll do exactly the same as we are usually doing. And again, this doesn't matter, it's not we're not cheating by doing this, because we're trading the other pair. Okay, so let's get the crosshairs out here. We'll go to the open here, and it doesn't matter, we can see this. Where can we see here too? This goes all the way to there, so let's line it up to there. That's as far as that goes. As far as that goes. Alright. Oh. Alright, so we'll just pretend we were started there. And what we can see clearly pound is the strongest, New Zealand is the weakest. Euro's pretty strong. We're not going to measure it from the low, we're just going to do it to here. So this is giving us the numbers relative to the other ones. It's counting the numbers in time, just like what they're looking on in the screen. 510. Euro's Euro looks like the strongest actually, not pound. Pound's there. And 150. Alright, so the clear winner is pound. What about dollar? 300. So we have to, euro. So we have to sell euro New Zealand. Why? Because if the yens continue to go up, euro has already gone up the most. And if they drop, well, euro has already gone up the most, so it has less room to come down. New Zealand has more room up. This will be interesting because there's not much of a spread here between the two of them. We like it if we were to get it here and the other one was here, but we're forcing ourselves to do it here, and we'll go right ahead and jump in, and then we'll try to find the perfect place to add to it. So Euro New Zealand will be the trade. We'll put that right back at the beginning. Let's find the Euro New Zealand. Here it is. So we go ahead and we sell there. That will be our first entry. And what we're looking for here, let's move this over. New Zealand. Out a minute. Test. It's working. All right, sorry. So euro here. A good thing about this also is Aussie is also weak, so that's going to help, because we know that the New Zealand and the Aussie like to go together. Euro being up there and pound being on that side too is good for us as well. So we'll put one position here, and what we need to see here is a move up in New Zealand yen, and also a move up in euro yen, but euro New Zealand moves down, or something similar. So you've got here because euro is the strongest up here, so it makes this move. New Zealand is kind of chopping around there, and then it comes up, follows it. Okay, then sideways from there, euro sideways. Right. Actually, New Zealand from here to here is down, while euro is sideways. So that would be what that should be. If they're both sideways, is they should both, euro New Zealand should be sideways, but what we're seeing is a euro New Zealand down move while they're both sideways. Well, how can that be? Well, that's telling us that that's the beginning of all of this. So we will now add two positions, let's say, and then we'll put our stop somewhere up there. We don't want to see, they can chop this around and take out the high for a little bit, but this is a 1 minute chart, so we don't want it to go on too long. So let's see what happens. Okay, add another one. Okay, so now we know this all has to happen, and we've seen the evidence we need here. We got, this is still sideways, and now you have a sideways euro, a slightly down euro move with a sideways New Zealand. So that should be it should be going sideways, so that's what we're seeing, sideways. But we've seen the first bit of evidence that we need to see. So anything above here technically is just nothing. Let's add another one here. We need to put this in the right place though. We're not supposed to use that chart alone. Okay, we've got New Zealand up finally here, and euro also made a new high there. Euro New Zealand has gone sideways, basically. Alright, euro up, and that's no problem. Again, we don't mind seeing them up. We're happy with that. But where we need to see is a move where New Zealand passes it. in terms of its speed and numbers. So we've got 580. $1,100. So you've got Euro still stronger than New Zealand. So in theory, that should be a Euro New Zealand up move, and we're offside. Let's find out. Okay, so it's 500 points difference. So what has happened here is we don't have another high. So on that, we'll add another one to it. Okay, so we've now got 5 positions in here. Our target is going to be the original area, here. Let's go. There we go. It's here. It's got it. So in that happening, let's pull this over. Where's the 1057. Just make sure we got the right time here. Oh, it's here. Alright, that's why we can't see anything. Right. So now we know we've hit our target. Does that mean we take all the positions off? Or does that mean we can hold some more? Well, let's just look at these to find out. At the time, where it hits there, you've got Euro up. We already know that this has to come down. So, but the trade has played out. So on that, I would be, I think there's still some room down because of the numbers in total. But really, it's done what it needs to do. So I think I would exit. Yeah, it's still got more. But I would exit anyway. That's fine, I'm happy with that. What happens, it goes up. Okay, good. Let's try it to find another one. We'll zoom forward to, I don't know, where should we go? Let's go 13th. I don't remember what happens on the 13th. Alright, 12th to 13th, here we go. Okay. Now again, if we go over this and do this relentlessly, it's going to give us extra confidence for next week. Oops.
So from here, same thing. Aussie is the weakest. Swiss is the strongest. Possibly Euro is stronger than Swiss. Let's find out. You know an easy way to do this though. I'm not going to do it that way. Let's do it with the numbers properly. $3.49. $4.27. So Swiss is the one. Swiss Aussie. So we'll go ahead right off the bat on Aussie Swiss, and we'll buy Aussie Swiss on the open of the date of the 13th. Where is the Aussie Swiss chart? I don't know if there is one. Right, let's use this New Zealand Swiss. It's already got stuff on it. Here's like a reserve. No, that one's been used. Hang on, there's got to be a chart we can use here. Right, let's use this one. Oops. All right. Uh, 13th. What do we say we're doing? We're buying Aussie Swiss on the 13th. Pull it over so we can't see it for the video anyway. Like 12th to 13th, is it? 12th to 13th, right. Right, let's find out what happens here then. So we'll just put this over the New Zealand. Oh, no, I'll do it over to the dollar. Let's move this. All right, so this day here, buy one position. Right off the bat, and then we look for the numbers to change. So, you know, we have a strong up Swiss move, so we expect that these up moves in Swiss and the down move in Aussie causes a pretty big Aussie Swiss down move. So let's look for that not to happen, basically. So Aussie goes up here. Oh, well, it's easy on this time. You got Swiss coming down and basically sideways, which would give us an Aussie Swiss up move. But if Swiss was still really strong, it would actually not give us that move. It would give us a neutral move, or even negative. Because it's free, like on the upside, right? So it's already massively moving that way. So any small move to an already bearish or down move currency will just make it go big in the other in its regular way. So when that changes, then we know we've got the area. So here it goes up while the Swiss has gone sideways and the Aussie has gone up. So with Swiss going sideways, you know, it's not that weak considering it's up still. So for Aussie yen, Aussie Swiss to actually go up, it does show you how strong Aussie suddenly has become. So on that, I'm going to go ahead and add another one here. Alright, now let's continue reading this further. Okay, so Aussie Swiss has come up higher. Made some type of double top here, while the Swiss has made a higher high relative just in this local area. But if we look back here, we know that Swiss has come up less than the Aussie. So this whole thing here is still in play. So I would assume this is forwards, is up. There you go. It's up to sideways at the top. But it has dropped while it's done this double top, and this has done a higher high. But relative to here, it's still up. Alright, so we got some neutral, a little up here in Swiss. Oops, we haven't looked at that one yet. Got some continued neutral. So you should see here what we should, if we were wrong, like if it was still the existing moving this Aussie Swiss down, here obviously you should see a pretty big drop in Aussie Swiss down, because Swiss has done an up move while Aussie has done a sideways move. But I suspect, because we've passed this time, this changeover, that the Aussie Swiss is going to hold neutral. Right. That shows its strength. So I'm going to buy another one. Because this still hasn't unfolded. Swiss has not dropped yet. Look at the other yens to give us an idea of what's going on. These yens dropped here. This yen's gone sideways. So sideways really. New Zealand down. So that would be a good time to actually enter a New Zealand Swiss also. On that, let's go ahead and do that. As we try to make this realistic. It's the type of thing we would do in the video. In the real life, we'd be a bit finger trigger happy, and we'd want to be doing things. So let's go ahead and buy the New Zealand Swiss, because the Swiss is still in existence, right? It still hasn't done its move. So this is about halfway through the 12th. Let's find the New Zealand. Here it is. Halfway through the 13th, sorry. Halfway through the 13th. This chart here. Ah. Alright, so there's your move down, and there's the move down. Let's move this here. We'll move the New Zealand here. That way we can see them together. Why does this keep coming back? Du, 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 du. So we're happy here to hold this Aussie Swiss short, long, definitely. Aussie's still got to go up, Swiss is still got to come down. Here, this looks good. Gonna add one right away in here. Alright, that's our first position. Now we need to see New Zealand and Swiss do the same type of thing that we've just described. So we'll move these along here. Got a continued down move, continued up move. Now Aussie's done another up move. During this time, we would imagine now, if Swiss is indeed getting weak, to see Aussie Swiss rise. It's maintain neutrality. Okay, let's keep going. Maintain neutrality while Swiss has risen. I wouldn't enter another trade there, no. Relative to New Zealand, we might want to have that over here. Relative to New Zealand, you have the Swiss up move, the New Zealand down move, and that is still in play. What about locally? We divide the fractals in half, so this is a down move. Okay, same area of time, it's an up move. Okay, so during that same period of time, we would expect a down New Zealand Swiss move. We don't have the right time there. Somewhere here. So we get the down Swiss move, yeah, New Zealand Swiss, okay, good. We have an up move in Aussie. We have an up move in Swiss. Swiss looks like it's gone up a significant amount, which would mean that the Aussie Swiss should have gone down here. It went sideways, showing more of its strength, so I will go ahead and buy some more here. Now the New Zealand will pull that to the same area. From here, got an up move. See an up move, Swiss a very strong up move. So this here would equal a New Zealand Swiss down move. If it's sideways, we will buy that, because that would be a sign. It's still down. So down, up, and up strong. Right, so it hasn't really showed us anything yet like the Aussie has. Let's keep going forward. Down move in Swiss. A holding move in Aussie, which should mean that our Aussie Swiss will rise significantly. Okay, and it does. Now that happening would now give some natural strength to the New Zealand. It would take some weight off of it. So with this Swiss down move to there, an Aussie up move, and now finally from there to there, a New Zealand up move, I would be happy to go ahead and start buying that New Zealand, another one here. All right. Now I'm gonna say let's hit it now, and we'll seek the targets. The New Zealand target will be here.
Now if this pulls off, guys, this will be amazing. This means we can do this on the 1 minute chart. Finally. And that is our dream, essentially, to turn this on as an ATM, stay up for a session or two, and that's it. I don't think we're going to be able to take our money turn it on, 3 hours later close it. I think we have to do a tick chart to be able to do that, guys. But for this, I'm as happy as I could possibly be if we can make this 1 minute work. And then imagine getting it to line up with the higher time frame fractal, then we could sleep on some trades too. So let's see what happens here, guys. Again, it doesn't matter if the yens go up. Now with Aussie yen here, that's great. But Swiss still has not done its bit. The Aussie Swiss still has not come down here yet. Sorry, hey, wait, where are we going with the Aussie Swiss? Well, Aussie Swiss is in an up move, so I suppose we'll be taking out the high. So that will be our target. Yeah, that will be our target, the highs. Alright, and then on the New Zealand, we're really focused on the Swiss. Once that Swiss comes down there, then we're interested in taking our profits. So the New Zealand is here. Now let it rip. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. That's what we want to see. So here, we'll be looking at taking some profits. Alright, so let's just see what time that is. 3:47. So that's here. We'll write in some TPs. Okay. Okay. So New Zealand's still not gone yet. So we would be, I would be happy to get out of the rest of this up at our target. So with everything what we're seeing here, we're going to continue holding. New Zealand's still not gone up, so that will give a bit more oomph to this. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's a target right there. That's been met. Oh my god, we're close here. There we go, boom. So there's our target. So that's at 5:04. About. $17.42. Like I said, we wouldn't be out of these ones here. Here we are trying to get to the red line, wherever that is there. Okay, Swiss is continuing. In that, it's probably going to push the Aussie up, maybe. You've got some chop in Aussie while Swiss goes down. New Zealand comes down. We're not concerned about the New Zealand Swiss. We've taken our profits here, but it still goes higher. That's good. There we go.